It will be one of our top 10 bills, our top 15 bills, to make sure I get the numbers right there. We believe that the bill that Senator Jones has been working on in the past with Senator Hughes is a bill that we will look forward to trying to move forward on. I guess.
You mentioned something about the Criminal Justice Recodification Committee. Is that basically the idea of trying to look at criminal penalties and see, you know, that it could be eased on the lower level offenders?
Not necessarily eased. Some things maybe go up, but the reality is about every 20 years it's time for the state to do a recodification of the felony and criminal laws. We did the misdemeanors about 10 years ago. We started this process. A bill created the Criminal Justice Recodification Committee. We made our appointments, we made our recommendations. We have not yet got those back from the House. I anticipate getting those back to the Speaker in the next week or so to get that committee up and running. We have very tight deadlines in there for them to make their recommendations. And it's things like, for example, have we properly aligned the various offense levels with the sanctions? Have we properly aligned and made sure that we're consistent on various terms? Let me give you one that's in the Florida code. I'll pick a Florida one so nobody thinks I'm prejudging what's in Ohio or not. In Florida, if you have 44 oxycodone pills in your possession, it's a life sentence. I'm not sure that's equivalent to some of the other crimes that require a life sentence, like rape, like some of the other things, murder. So those are the kind of things you need to look at. Are they there? Are they aligned? Are they balanced? It's time for us to do that. And one of the things that should be done in this looking is looking at our sanctions with regard to drug and certain other offenses. It wasn't too long ago we had this discussion about crack cocaine and powder cocaine, equalizing those sentences. So that's the kind of thing you do holistically from the top to the bottom of the criminal code. Look, Title 29, criminal code, used to be 1 or 2 volumes. It's now up over 4. Can we streamline it and make it simple to where everybody understands and it's clear? That will help on the criminal justice side. But make no mistake about it. The Senate believes very strongly that there are certain offenders that need to be in prison, and certain people probably need to be in prison forever. This isn't about trying to let people out. It's about making sure we better align the process and making sure that we keep the bad guys in and we give the people who aren't quite as bad opportunities to get their life together and get straightened out and move forward, while making sure we keep the deterrent and all the other things we do in our criminal code.
What about another aspect of this drug problem, which is overdoses? The House mentioned expanding the availability of naloxone, allowing anybody to have it visit a doctor, allowing pharmacists to be able to give it out. What do you guys think on that?
We continue to work on that. It was Senator Manning who first had the bill to place naloxone in the cruisers in law enforcement. And not all law enforcement in Ohio are still using it. There are some still that have concerns. But look, the very first day of the Mercer County Fair, on a Friday, was the very first day that Mercer County was able to put naloxone in its cruisers. And they saved a gentleman on the Mercer County Fairgrounds who'd overdosed. I mean, so it worked and saved a life on the very first day. So naloxone availability is something that we know works. Now look, in that case, the gentleman got a free ride to the hospital, got treated, and then got a free ride to the Mercer County Jail. Because you need to tie that second part together. One of the concerns you have about making this overly available is that you frankly can encourage some abuse. And so you have to balance those issues, and we'll have that debate. So we'll be happy to see what the House puts forward, but we're happy that they're following Senator Manning's lead and working on trying to address some of these issues.
On the college affordability